Hi, welcome to my channel. This time I will introduce how to combine Unity's VFX with Kinect sensor for interaction. Kinect is developed by Microsoft peripheral devices for Xbox consoles. It can capture the player's entire body movements, allow players to use gestures or actions to operate. You can see many introductions about Kinect on the internet. I won't go into detail about installing Kinect. There are many installation instruction videos on the internet. There are also detailed teachings. If you are interested, you can go find it yourself. Its installation is very simple. Today we mainly introduce how to combine Unity's VFX with Kinect. After you install the Kinect software and hardware, you can first go to Unity Asset Store, search for Kinect-related plugins. Then I have used the previous two sets of plugins myself. I think these two sets are similar in use. We use this set as an example today. If you need it, you can buy it yourself. Then after you install this plugin, there will be a K2 examples folder in your project. There are a lot of documentation in it. You can read its introduction in detail. In addition, it also has many demo examples. You can also refer to its documentation to learn more. Then we will mainly use some scripts in it. Let's start now by trying to connect Kinect. Then let's create a new empty. Then search for Kinect Manager. Add this script. The relevant parameters there. You can learn more about it through the documentation. Then we first change the background to black. Let's put in the model we want to use now. Then remember to turn on its reading and writing. Only in this way can the special effects be tied up. The type of rig also needs to be changed. Make it generate avatar. This is a must-have when linking with Kinect. Now put the model into the scene. We add the avatar controller below. Hook up some things we need to use. Remember to put in the camera you need to use. Add a new rigid body. Remember to turn off its gravity, because we don't have floor collisions. If you don't turn off gravity, after execution, it will fall directly down. Let's set it up here. We use user texture here. Here we use distance to make judgments. Let's take a look at the execution. This way you can control it through Kinect. We can check the options. The screen and skeleton detected by Kinect will be displayed in the lower right corner. Then, when it can't detect the skeleton, when the skeleton exceeds the detection range, the skeleton on the display will run around. Let's adjust the camera position and model size. Model is too big. Okay, this size is fine. We can move it left or right. Now it's me moving in front of Kinect. Then try to see if the control of your hands and feet is normal. Then the control is okay. Let's make VFX files. First, let us check. Have you installed VFX Graph? Check everything here. Then create a new VFX Graph file. Let's increase the number of particles. Then let's add a new one. Set position of skinned mesh. It should be noted that the set position of skinned mesh is only available after Unity 2022. Set the external parameters of a skinned mesh render. This way we can change it directly externally. Here is a new set, position. Let's create a new one here. This setting allows particles to follow this skin mesh to move. Then put the mesh of the model just now in. Add a VFX property binder under the Special Effects file. Then select here. Transform in Transform. Then put the bit corresponding to the mesh just now. Put to target location. Okay, this is correct. Then make performance adjustments. First change the particle material to the default particle. Let's let the particles, after growing from small to large, finally, it becomes smaller and ends. Then modify its overall size. Then adjust the color and alpha. Then placement mode here. You can choose different binding methods. It is divided into vertices, edges, and surfaces. You can make adjustments according to your needs. Where there are more vertices, the more particles it will have. Let's create a new material ball now. Give the character a new shader. I changed it to the material of particles. You don't have to use this. Just make it transparent. Now I just want to make this model transparent. Just don't let it be seen. But it still has to exist. You can't just turn it off. Let's take a look at the execution. Okay, I'll stand in front of Kinect now. It can detect normally. Then let's adjust the performance again. Let's make the particle smaller. Then the number of particles increases again. Then add a turbulence. Here you can make adjustments according to your needs. We can also take out its color parameter. Allow it to be externally adjusted. First save the color I just mixed. This allows you to adjust the color externally. We can also give it a try. Several different sets of colors that have been saved before. Lower right display. It has several display modes. It can also directly display the captured footage, or it could just show the skeleton. When we are actually working on a case, finally, the lower right window will be closed. Our skeleton will only be displayed when we test. In the end, the actual output will turn it off. When it cannot detect the skeleton at all, it will return to its original position. We can now try a different representation. We can change its texture. Don't use the default. Let's change it to a starburst texture. Then we can also use velocity. Don't use turbulence if you want more precise control. If you don't want particles to float around randomly, you can use set velocity random to adjust. Control which direction you want it to flight. Make particles have a longer life cycle. The residual feeling will last longer. Then let's try it now. How to change models. Let's put this model in first. Then pull its mesh to the skinned mesh render field of VFX. Then the root bone corresponding to this mesh needs to pull it over. Pull to the target field of transform. Then remember to turn on the reading and writing of the model. Then under the model, also add rigid body and avatar controller. Let's copy the previous parameters. Remember to change the rig settings of the model to produce his avatar. That's it. He will be controlled by us. If you wish to have display model, and if there are still particles attached to the body, just use this method. Finally, let's look at some examples. Use different textures, different colors and VFX settings to perform differently. That's it for this introduction. Then if you like my video, welcome to subscribe to my channel. You can also join my membership. Thank you for watching. See you next time.